Responsibility,
Yeah.
your ability to respond. You know what I mean? That's huge, bro. Your ability to respond and react. I'm massive on meditation, bro, and like different ways of breathing, just to be able to control your brain and open parts of your brain, so that whatever happens, like the worst situation possible, like someone you love kills a bunch of people and themselves and whatever, like some wild shit that would make you, you're absolutely okay to be depressed. You're absolutely okay to give up on life after that happens if you're still here. But if you're mentally apt to deal with that situation and choose how you react, whether you choose to be pissed, whether you choose to be mad, but if you have 100% control over any situation now, wow, bro, because then now you'll be able to find that game plan to be efficient to fix that problem. You know what I mean? Or learn to fix that problem as fast as possible.
I was talking about the other day. I was telling him I fast a lot, and he was telling me about those fastings. So I'm like, if you can control that, when and what to put in your mouth, you can control pretty much anything.
Yeah, I fast every day till 12.
It helps because they're still talking about that thing makes you mentally strong, understanding I'm not just doing it just to do it. You know what I mean? It's just when I want to do something, you know what I mean? Understanding you're in control, you know?
That's
but that's making mentally strong, you know?
That's how they control so many people too, because when you eat, you're lethargic. You think about hunters or even lions and animals when they go hunting, they're hunting because they're hungry, bro. Yeah. So you're more focused when you're hungry. Your body has more energy and ability to focus on what you need to think and see than digesting. And you know what I mean? Once you eat, you're always going to be a little lethargic, a little lazy. Think, come on, bro.
It's the ability to just being calm under pressure.
You have to walk down a mile to go get the water every day for your whole family back home, and you had no time to waste. It took you hours to go pick bucket by bucket, just so your family can have water for the day, and that took half your day. You're not going to be depressed, but you got no fucking time to be depressed. You got to go do what you have to fucking do.
Not every situation, but a lot of those is because of social media, bro. People want to be something that will never be, because that's you unique. You're not going to be that person, ever.
So would you agree the only solution to that would be knowing yourself and going through those dark and light? I think it's not just light. Life is not about just light. You have to have dark and light. Your whole life is about chaos and peace. It's never just peace only. So you have to have that balance of both.
Yeah.
That dark side is very.
You gotta cry. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna do all this stuff. Part of life.
But would you say that the only way to deal with that is to go through those things and have some kind of purpose for your life, knowing that?
No, I just have my first little daughter, man. I think for me it's just about inspiring her, man. And just giving her that comfort to know that somebody, her daddy is here for her, you know?
You say that we want to do so many things in life, you know what I mean? And then when we actually get the chance to do it, you know what I mean? Some guys maybe pass up on that, or they actually take initiative.
These are my
We can chill like this?
Yeah, we just chilling, bro. We just boys talking, you know what I mean? Vibing, you know what I mean? You need to do what you gotta do. And I just cut it. So anyway, for the first question is, what makes a man a man? You know what I mean? You guys are all, pro athletes, all been through that, children, wives, blah, blah, blah. You guys have accomplished what many people wish and you dream of. Things that we find basic and cliche, you know what I mean? People would dream to have. So I would say you guys have had success in your life, and your opinion on what makes a man, I feel like would have some value. And I'm sure that we would all have different perspectives on that, So I don't know who wants to start. Moonie?
Yeah, for me personally, man, based off my journey, just my experience, I think the most important thing is just taking care of your responsibility. I think that's the most, that's the key in every successful man. Just holding yourself accountable and just owning up to your mistakes and just taking care of the responsibility, basically, man. I think that's one of the most important things.
Yeah, I agree. Max, how do you feel?
100% agree with him, man. He's right.
Does it?
Yeah, I mean that's how much he described it. That's how well he described it. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Kofi, do you agree with Max?
Yeah, I agree with both of them. They were saying, there's a lot of things that go into that too, you know. Not just like maybe every area, every aspect of your life, you know. Just take responsibility of that. You should be good.
So if we're all unique, right? We agree that I think someone said earlier maybe that all of us are unique in our own ways, and that's obvious. You know what I mean? So what's unique about you that's made you into the man that you are? You know what I mean? What's something unique that maybe somebody can learn from? That you know what I mean? So some people sometimes maybe lack or don't know they lack or however you want to think about it. What's something different that makes you a man? You know what I mean? That someone maybe can learn from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or no? Like mental resilience. I mean,
Yeah,
just sticking to the task. Like stuff that's hard for you to do that you have to struggle to deal with wasn't easy to achieve, but because you went through it and most people would have quit, you are a better man for it. You know what I mean?
It's determination, you know what I mean?
Anything specific that you can say? Like in your
Me
own life?
personally, I think with soccer it was that, but I didn't even see it because I loved the game. You know what I mean? Now you look back, you're like, oh, this was hard, but you don't see it at that moment because you just love it. Whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? If you love it, you don't see how hard you're going to do it, you know?
Yeah.
So I think soccer, I found out in soccer. So that was not easy, not hard, or not easy. It's just, I was just enjoying the journey, you know?
You ever hit like a wall though, where it was
You,
like,
of
real
course.
hard for you to keep going? Like you really wanted to stop maybe or wanted to quit?
Yeah, you're always going to find those, but that's what makes you like a man, you know?
Yeah.
You have to go through those tough moments, you know? That's going to define you at the end of the day.
It's like you with your injury, bro. Actually, when I first met you, you weren't even fully, you know what I mean? You were injured, you're coming back to it, you know what I mean? And you know what? I can believe that you're a man that way because your attitude the whole time, well, for me, I thought you were a starting player, like still playing, still practicing every day because you were always around, you was always there. Even when you couldn't do anything, you were doing all your rehabs, but you couldn't, but you were still there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Never had a bad attitude, never had a bad energy, or everything was like,
It's
I'm
the
here
journey.
still, either way, we still gonna get it, you know what I
Exactly.
mean? And that bleeds off on people, you know what I mean? If they're receptive to it, I think that definitely bleeds off on people, you know what I mean? That's very important, so I can respect that.
Yeah, for sure. It's the journey, man. You
Yeah,
just
man.
stick it every day.
Yeah.
That's what you can control what you can control, you know?
Yeah, that's facts. So that is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I'm expounding on what Max said, man. Determination. But I think for me personally, one of my best qualities, man, is the ability to just being calm under pressure. Because for me, soccer for me wasn't as easy. I started late, so I was basically always playing catch up, man.
What's late?
Late as in 12. I started playing soccer at 12. Most people started from 6, 5, 3. Yeah, man. But I always had that love. I always went to go watch. But I just thought I wasn't good enough to play, you know? I always went, I was always thinking, what would I have done? If I saw someone made a mistake, I was always that guy. What would I have done to make it better? You know, to not lose that ball. Yeah, man. And then it was one Saturday morning, man, I went with, I think, one of my family members. And they were short a guy. Somebody had to play, you know? So I just went, I was in the goal first, you know? Worked my way up, man. From that,
Hell yeah.
So I think that even translated into my game too. Because just signing a professional contract is indoor. For me, the game it's way different, man, than an outdoor game. Outdoor, I have more time on the ball. So I think that helps now where I'm able to still stay calm. But in indoors, always pressure. Always a guy coming. One mistake, you already know. It's a goal. So being able to stay calm, I think that helps, man. That's like something in life.
Yeah, that hit home, bro, for real. Especially when you said, when you just sitting there watching, you didn't think you were good enough, but you're always watching and learning and seeing what you would do, imagine yourself, visualizing yourself there without really knowing you're visualizing. And then the chance came and you went, and then from there on, you just exploded. I was like, that hit home, you know what I mean? When you said paying your dues, you're going as a keeper and you're going on the plane. I remember back in the day when I first started playing, I was a late bloomer too, like I started mad late, and they would not let me play, bro. I was like this chubby little Asian nerd, bro, straight A's, nah. They wouldn't let me play, bro. They wouldn't let me play. And then I got to the level years later where we were playing, we're boys, years later where I'm coaching them, and then years later now where they're bringing their kids to me to coach. You know what I mean? Like, but then there's levels to it, because then it's like every time you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, you can hang out as a senior all you want, but if you want to keep pushing levels, you're real, and you break that level again, if you find a new level, you start off as a freshman again. You know what I mean? And no matter how much cool you are, no matter how many accolades, you got to start over again. And I think that sometimes people will hit a wall there a lot of times, and they have to be mentally open, you know what I mean, and bred to be mentally open to see, oh shit, no matter how good I think I am, I to be able to grow, I gotta respect that I'm the younger one. But then sometimes there's also a level of doing that too much, and maybe you hold yourself back. So it's like a weird balance, bro.
Yeah. And expounding on that, man, I think it's just sometimes suppressing the ego too. Cause for me coming here, being like always one of the better players on the outdoor, coming into indoor now. Like I'm like a baby again, starting all over. You know, it's like a whole new game. So I gotta humble myself. I gotta learn.
Damn, I think it's cool part that because of the experiences you had before, though, maybe you built those mental pathways to make it more efficient. So you're not a baby that's gonna grow slowly. You've had the experience to maybe grow a little faster. You know what I mean? So I think you have an advantage coming in with that. So you're just finding that balance, huh?
But everything new, you're gonna feel that way. You know, it's the part of growing. You know, it's just to be uncomfortable. To grow, you have to be uncomfortable. That's what he's going through, and that it's not just in soccer. Anything new you're gonna be going through, it's gonna be new. So you're gonna feel uncomfortable. That's what, because you don't want to feel uncomfortable. You're gonna have to work hard at it to get better, so you feel comfortable. You know, that's what makes you grow without even understanding it. You have to feel that. You have to. It's a must.
Yeah. Kofi, anything?
Yeah, I mean, you guys are saying it all, man. For me, it's more like perseverance. Like, you know, just playing all through my life. Man, I've been to so many trials, like different trials. You know, so some have worked out for a little bit and some haven't. You know what I mean? So because Moonie told me about this, you know, like I was actually recovering from an injury. You know, I got injured, and he told me about this. And when that injury happened, I was like, mostly like, damn, like, you know, like you get that injury. I'm sure, I don't know if Max felt the same way, but to me, like, you know, I've gotten a lot of injuries throughout my life. So like, it's like, damn, do I want to keep going? You know, do I really want to keep going and try it out? Do I want to just give it up? You know what I mean? For me, like I said, it was perseverance that kept me going. That's where it's brought me to where I am right now. You know, I just keep going, man, basically, you know.
So if you could sum in a few points, if you could say you have to work on these categories to be a man, just to finish this question, you have to work on these categories, what would you say they would be? Maybe like 5. Like you have, like if you can sum everything up, if you can. If you worked on these, you to the best ability. I
think I wouldn't say there's 5 just to describe everybody, though. You know what I mean? Because we all go into different kind of journey. You know what I mean? Different things. So I don't think there's 5. You know. If
you put a general, like let's say 1, I would say 1 is mentally. Like I think everyone needs a mentality, right? Everyone needs to have whatever aspect you're in. You have to work on your mentality. If you're trying to be the best version of yourself through your mentality, you need that. If you don't have that, you're losing something. Right?
Consistency.
So, consistency is another good one too. I think spirituality is another one.
Yeah.
So mentality.
I don't talk a lot. I don't talk a lot about that, but that's huge.
That's probably everything, bro. Spirituality is mentality.
But we don't talk. It's same but different.
And that's what keep people.
Do you know what I mean? Yes, exactly.
For sure. Physicality. The stronger your body is, the stronger your mind's going to be.
Yeah.
You mean that you're going to be more efficient. So
comes together,
mentality, physicality, capability, the ability, the abilities, call them the abilities. Like you got to be capable of whatever you're trying to do. Responsibility, like you said, another ability.
And with capability, I think it's also important to be true to yourself, though.
Yes.
Not easy thing.
Because some things like people do.
To be honest,
it's
to
not.
yourself.
Yeah, just be honest, man, and knowing. Yeah. Accepting the reality.
Yeah. But what is reality? Would you say?
It's your reality.
Exactly. Yeah. So only you really know.
Yeah.
So if you can really, people always talk about shutting down, not listening to nobody else, but it's like a fine balance to understand yourself. So I agree. And responsibility, I heard this the other day. Someone broke it up. I didn't realize it, but it's your ability to respond. Responsibility, your ability to respond. You know what I mean? That's huge, bro. Your ability to respond and react. I'm massive on meditation, bro, and like different ways of breathing, just to be able to control your brain and open parts of your brain, so that whatever happens, like the worst situation possible, like someone you love kills a bunch of people and themselves and whatever, like some wild shit that would make you're absolutely okay to be depressed. You're absolutely okay to give up on life after that happens if you're still here. But if you're mentally apt to deal with that situation and choose how you react, whether you choose to be pissed, whether you choose to be mad, but if you have 100% control over any situation now, wow, bro, because then now you'll be able to find that game plan to be efficient to fix that problem, you know what I mean, or learn to fix that problem
about that
as fast as possible.
I was talking about the other day, I was telling him I fast a lot. And he was telling me what those fasting, so I'm like, if you can control that, when and what to put in your mouth, you can control pretty much anything.
Yeah, I fast every day till 12.
It helps, because they're still talking about that thing makes you mentally strong, understanding I'm not just doing it just to do it. You know what I mean? It's just when I want to do something, you know what I mean? Understanding you're in control, you know?
That's a
But
huge
that's making mentally strong, you know?
That's how they control so many people too, because when you eat, you're lethargic. You think about hunters or even lions and animals when they go hunting, they're hunting because they're hungry, bro. So you're more focused when you're hungry. Your body has more energy and ability to focus on what you need to think and see than digesting. And you know what I mean? Once you eat, you're always gonna be a little lethargic, a little lazy. Think, come on, bro. You gotta be.
Because you don't really need it.
Yeah, you don't. You
find out much of it sometimes too.
Yeah.
Remember when breakfast was? They said it was the most core meal of the day and blah blah. You remember when that was a big scheme, like. The industry who was selling those breakfast products, they made the ads and talked about breakfast is so important just for us that get by breakfast foods that eat in the morning.
But people don't understand what that word means.
Break fast.
Breakfast doesn't mean it's a morning food.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you stop and start eating again.
Mm-hmm.
That means you break your fast. That's what it means. Doesn't mean you have to eat eggs to break or whatever food in the morning. You know what I mean, Go?
Mm-hmm.
But people misunderstand. They don't understand what breakfast means. They just said, "Oh, I'm hungry. I need to eat breakfast in the morning." That's not. I could eat breakfast at now.
Yeah.
So you're saying that's not the actual meaning for that?
That's not meaning for that.
Okay.
It's when you stop and start eating again.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
It's like being in a game that you have to win to be successful, but you don't even know you're playing the game, bro. That's a lot. That's 95%.
What's
of the world.
success really though?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's different from everybody. From everybody.
Mm-hmm. But you know what I think I've realized?
It's not having the most money.
Yeah, no, for sure.
For some people it is a success, for some people it isn't.
I think it's just based off your reality, man. Like what you want, what you want.
You can look somebody in the eyes, and you know what I mean? I think I look at so many kids in the eyes or people in the eyes, and you can see everything about it. If you feel energy, you can look somebody in the eye, and I can feel how you feel without being able to explain it. Right. You can feel how I feel without being able to explain it. You know what I mean? Man. It's so real, bro.
Energy is a real thing.
Yeah, bro. And I think that's
it's like when we used to say, this guy give me bad vibe.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you gotta trust it, because the energy the vibe is giving out, it's a real thing. You can't hide that.
Yeah.
No, you cannot hide that.
People's fear controls that as well.
That's true.
Fear is so bad. Fear is so bad. One thing why I do cold showers and ice bath and cryotherapy every fucking day is because at this point I feel like every time I'm in the cold, I tap into like not my real self, but like it's me, like more of me, like the guy that wants to change the world, blah blah blah, all the good stuff that everybody wants to be doing. That's when I'm in that cold like that. I skip all the, you know what I mean? You're kind of trying to breathe. You have no time to think about bullshit. You have no time. You're just pure. You know what I mean? And you get in tap with that. That's what I just like meditating the same way. Getting in tap with that, I think is the most important. That's why I love that cold shit, bro.
We come down. It's like nobody can change the world.
We all can though.
Not saying you, as in I or anyone.
Mm-hmm. We just gotta we'll go watch the.
We have to be together. It can't be just one person thinking he is just.
I think how I speak, how I define words is weird because it's not like. So this is how I would define it. I am not. I used to think I was like the universe, something inside a body. You know what I mean? Inside my body. But now I really believe this, and I feel this as I'm just a body. You know what I mean? I'm the body inside the universe. You know what I mean? So when the body's gone, it's still us. We're still here. Everything. You know what I mean? That's really how I believe that. I feel that. You know what I mean? It's every second of the day.
You know who I don't know if you know who. If I had one guy I would sit down and talk to, I don't know if you heard of. You heard of Alan Watts?
Bro, Alan Watts, bro.
That's the only guy I would sit down and talk to.
Bro, these guys, Sadhguru and Wim Hof right now, they're living in the present moment. Wim Hof is a fucking superhuman. And Sadhguru is the closest thing we have to Jesus or Muhammad right now. For real, bro. Different. And I was talking yesterday, and I was just like, yo, this is another beautiful moment in the world. We're so lucky to do it. I mean, it's a hard
You
thing.
read of Alan Watts, Kofi?
No.
Alan Watts is dope,
You
though.
read of him?
Never heard.
Who's a philosopher?
It's like Nikola Tesla, Alan Watts, all these guys, bro. You have to, bro. I would say that those are the first things you want to learn right now. Learn about and study. There's so much, though. There's so much to listen to.
Can I show him something about?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
I'll show you this what he says about just.
You know, Muhammad Ali had a Bangladesh citizenship. Watch that for
Look what he said. He makes.
Life
Oh, I love that.
My goodness, don't you remember when you went first to school? You went to kindergarten. And kindergarten, the idea was to push along so that you could get into first grade. And then push along so that you could get into second grade, so on, going up and up. And then you went to high school, and this was a great transition in life. And now the pressure is being put on. You must get ahead. You must go up the grades and finally be good enough to get to college. And then when you get to college, you're still going step by step up to the great moment in which you're ready to go out into the world. And then when you get out into this famous world comes the struggle for success in profession or business. And again, there seems to be a ladder before you, something for which you're reaching all the time. And then, suddenly, when you're about 40 or 45 years old in the middle of life, you wake up one day and say, I've arrived. I feel pretty much the same as I've always felt. In fact, I'm not so sure that I don't feel a little bit cheated. You can't live at all unless you can live fully now. My goodness, don't you
Alan
remember?
Watts was a man, bro. Those are innovators, pioneers, bro. Like,
It's like when you talk about it, what we're doing now, right now, we're playing video games. It's not this is what we're doing in 17, 18 years old. We just have kids, we have more bills. It's just, we're more adult, we do adultery stuff. What's the difference, Mike? Cool. We play video game, play soccer, and then that's it. But you just go through all this stuff and you like, why is all, like, people have 60, 70,000 in school money. I mean, Kofi was telling me that. Kofi owes money too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
and you know what's funny? That's all.
Nah,
I
go.
too. That's all I lie too, bro.
My girl's saying we're talking about it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, for what? I'm doing the same thing. I just got all this.
Yeah.
You're not doing it, Uncle.
I'm not doing anything there.
It's like you waste 4 years of your life to pay some debt down.
Pay debt.
Put yourself.
You're not even doing what you want to do.
Mm.
You get what I mean? That's why he's like, you're doing all this stuff and you're like, I'm not. He's like, I got cheated. We can never get that time back. Once you realize it, it's gone. It's already gone. It's like the next generation will do the same thing and over and over and over. And they say I have to go to school. More kids are getting smarter now though. They're like, I'm not. Why am I going to school if I don't even know why I'm going to school? I'm not helping what I want to do. School is not bad though. If he's gonna help what you want to do. You know what I mean? What you like to do. But if you don't want to, if that school you don't need to have school to do what you want to do.
But when AI comes out fully, everything you went to school for is going to be on the. It's already on the phone. You know what I mean? You can already Google anything you want to Google. You can already use a calculator. You think about all the motherfuckers before a calculator was invented. I hear people talk about this. Before the calculator was invented, they went to all these math classes. As soon as the calculator was invented, they can type it in, do all this stuff. Why the fuck am I going to math school? I'm great. I don't need to go to spend all these hours learning math. Now I have time to do other shit.
It's just if they ask you on the spot.
Facts, but fuck
You
that.
say, what's 2 plus 2? You say, wait, give me a second, play.
And then they get Google.
I just have to give you the answer. I don't have to. You have to know how I.
Why would they be asked?
You know what I mean?
Ask that, you know what I mean? But yeah, basic shit you should know, I guess. But then I remember when the iPhone, before the iPhone was made or Google and that, as soon as it was made, all the motherfuckers that were trying to learn everything, they didn't keep learning that stuff. They moved on to stuff that they wanted to learn more because now they had access to this. You know what I mean? So now when AI comes out, and there's already, you can say, they can take your voice, you can say what kind of paper you want with no other detail. They will make a whole interview. They'll make a whole podcast for you. They'll make a whole song for you. You know what I mean? Now you don't have to do any of that stuff. So think about how irrelevant people are going to be. But now the good side is all the people that are really living and trying to live and know how to live. Now you have so much time to do things that you're enjoying. You know what I mean? Now you're not going to worry about bad customer service when a robot can fucking do that. You know what I mean? Now you don't got to worry about bad business. It's all settled. Now what are those people going to do? People are either going to fall off or people are going to go on to what's next. You either catch up or you don't. You know? So, I mean, we're lucky. We're in a brilliant field, bro. We play soccer and we coach. It's a brilliant field. Coaching is such a massive platform. Yeah. I don't say I'm just a coach, bro. Like, I do much more than coaching. I'm like, the job is to change that kid's life. I mean, coaches will give up on a kid that think is slow and stupid. Like, but who's the coach going to go and understand and help and manipulate in a bad way, but in a good way, manipulate that kid to define for themselves what we need them to see to understand the game. You know what I mean? Right. And if you can do that with life, now you're changing lives. You know what I mean? So you have a coaching platform to change lives every single day. Right. What more is it to be grateful for, bro? You're lucky enough to do that. We're not supposed to be here, bro. There's some kid who has no access to any of this. We have the tools. We should play the game with the best tools we got. We have very good tools, but we want to feel sorry for ourselves. So what?
Life is not complicated, man. You make it very clear. And people around us. You know what I mean? There's nothing what we do now, Kofi. We play 2K that we weren't doing back in the day. We just take a break to go make some money. That's it.
Take a little 15.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
If we had the full year, well, we never go nowhere.
Take a little break, take a little 15 minutes to go pay this water bill. Pay this light bill.
Yeah. And that's it. They put on hold for a second, man.
But that's all we wanted to do back in the day because it was so the struggles that we had. That's all we wanted, to a little peace and relax.
Still want to do that. We just can't.
Now, man. Yeah.
Just minimize. They just minimize. To a fault. That's it. And not by choice. Right. Still really want to shoot that.
I think in life too, man, it's important to always not overcomplicate things, man.
But a lot of people get depressed because of that too, but they worry too much.
I hate the word depression, bro. I've been depressed in my life, so-called, where I believed I was depressed. But like, bro, depression, bro, where they put you on these pills and send you to people that just talk about your problems. If you had a fucking, if you had to walk down a mile to go get the water every day for your whole family back home, and you had no time to waste. It took you hours to go pick bucket by bucket, just so your family could have water for the day, and that took half your day. You're not going to be depressed, but you got no fucking time to be depressed. You got to go do what you have to fucking do. So I think that there's a big part that it's a luxury, kind of, to be depressed. You know what I mean? It's a big luxury to be depressed. You know who else heard said that before? I think maybe it was Mike Tyson or somebody that might have said that before, but I understood it entirely. It is a luxury to be depressed.
Because the body needs to be depressed.
Yeah.
Somebody said that.
The body.
He said the body needs to be deep rest. He says
deep rest. Oh.
But deep rest, that's the word. Deep rest. It needs to go to that. Your body needs to go through that for you to find yourself. You need to. That's why it makes you go in the dark to really find yourself. He say you need to go through that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that's your body telling you, whatever you're doing to me, that's not you, way. That's why whatever you're doing, that's your body telling you to a point.
You need a break.
You need to break, whatever it is. Get away from it.
Yeah.
Get whatever it is. That's why your body telling you, you need a deep rest. You need to break. You need a break. Whatever it is, find yourself, whatever it is. You're doing is too much.
Especially in the world with this.
You know what I mean? Exactly. Whatever it is.
1,000 different places in 5 minutes.
Or try to be something that you're not. Or, you know what I mean? Acting like something that you're not. You know what I mean? Like acting like something that you're not. In front of people, you acting being a clown. You know what I mean? But back home, that's not really you. You try to be something that you're not, your body gonna tell you, hey bro, you better.
Mask.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be like, dude, it's not you.
You have that mask because
you'll bring you back down and tell you you're doing too much, bro. You're losing yourself there. That's why you're depressed.
So much.
That's not the only reason, but I'm saying that's your body telling you this is too much. Whatever it is, to handle.
Jim Carrey said some shit like that.
It's just your body's too much, man.
Yeah, I think today too, man. In today's society, bro, with all what's going on,
technology,
bro, it's easy to lose yourself.
To lose yourself. So that's why people, a lot of suicidal things. Yeah. People looking, they say, I want to be that person or be that person. You can never be that. You're going to try. You're going to be like, that's when you get depressed. You like, you lose yourself. And then you're like, I can't take this anymore. Not every situation, but a lot of those is because of social media, bro. People want to be something that will never be. Because that's you unique, you're not gonna be that person, ever.
So would you agree the only solution to that would be knowing yourself and going through those dark and light. I think it's not just light. Life is not about just light. You have to have dark and light. Your whole life is about chaos and peace. It's never just peace only. So you have to have that balance of both.
Yeah.
That dark side is very.
You gotta cry. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna do all this stuff. Part of life.
Yeah. But would you say that the only way to deal with that is to go through those things and have some kind of purpose for your life, knowing that it's a bigger picture and how relevant we are, but how it mixed and everything is the same. We have to find, even though materially in this reality, we have to find a purpose for us to go and you know what I mean?
Keep thriving,
Yeah, we have to have a purpose.
Yeah. Even though it doesn't have to mean anything to anybody.
Yeah, just you. Your purpose.
Your
you,
purpose.
And you believe it and you feel it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because you believe what you become.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You literally, the word, you believe what you become. I think it's my fucking phone background, bro.
No, it makes sense.
So what's your purpose?
Me? Just to live every day, enjoy my life. Now I have a son, and see him grow. I be happy. My life is to have him happy. Make sure he does something that makes him happy. That's my purpose now. It's my son. That's it.
That's respect.
That changes. That's my son now.
Yeah, I think
That's
for me,
it.
man, I think for me, it's the same as Max, man. You know, now I just have my first little daughter, man. I think for me, it's just about inspiring her, man. And just giving her that comfort to know that her daddy's here for her, you know? Regardless of where it is, she can always come to me, man. And also giving her the opportunity to do stuff that she wanted to do. Because when I was younger, not everybody was fortunate enough, man, to even if it was like something as simple as sports, where you had to pay a fee, a monthly fee or something. Not everybody or every kid was fortunate enough to you know, participate. Maybe they don't have it financially. Maybe their parents can't drop them at the first. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just to be there for her, man, and let her, you know, give her the opportunity to do what she want to do. Kofi?
Yeah, these guys are right, man. I mean, yeah, I have a daughter too, so you know, I'm definitely doing all this for her, so you know, she can have a better life, a lot better life than I did. You know, trying to set that path for her. So yeah, everything that I do is for her.
Respect, bro.
Yeah, when you have kids, your purpose is throughout the window, man.
Did you have a purpose before kids? What was your purpose before you had a kid?
Me?
Yeah, before you had a shorty, before you had a kid, before anything. It was just you.
It's to be happy, man. Just to enjoy life, be happy, man. That was my purpose, man. Just to enjoy life.
Were you able to get that before you had the kid? You found that before you had the kid?
Yeah, well, I was always like live in the moment, that kind of guy. I just do what I control, what I can control. I let the rest take care of itself. I just do what I can control, and always just in the game always give me that comfort too, you know.
Yeah.
So that helps.
Yeah, I'm forgetting about the game.
It helps. So the purpose was that too. That helps, you know. When you find purpose, it makes life easier for sure. Soccer was always that, you know.
We all agree with that. Moonie, you had a purpose before you had a kid?
Yeah,
What was your
purpose? My purpose, I just always wanted to make the people around me, family, etc., just always happy, man. Whether it be like just motivating, jokes, helping out, financially helping out, just by doing, you know. I think that's what, just making the people around me better, man.
Yeah. Kofi?
I just think my purpose, like what Max was saying, man, we're doing this, we're all doing this right now, you know what I'm saying? We're not, like, it's best to, like, he's showing the video, live in the moment, and, I feel like, you know, if I'm here for a reason, and, I'm living in the moment, but, the whole purpose that I'm here, you know, is because it's like we say that we want to do so many things in life, you know what I mean? And then when we actually get the chance to do it, you know what I mean? Some guys maybe pass up on it, or they actually take initiative. Right now, I'm at a stage in my life where, you know, I feel like I have a greater purpose to serve. So that's what I'm chasing right now. Yeah.
Nice. You 100, bro. I think we all gotta be here to serve, bro. Yeah, that's fine, bro. And you heard from the man them, bro. Yeah, bunch of real niggas, a bunch of real pro soccer players. Respect.
Yeah, man.
Respect. I gotta get to work.
Alright, my man.
Damn, I ain't gonna shower.
Hey, chop it up.